Hello, Frozies! McFrozen Nuggets here, and yes, I'm finally able to do my entire Disney and Pixar DVD collection. And just real quick, I'm in a very good mood right now, so none of you spoil it, because I just got back from seeing Star Wars The Last Jedi, and man, I loved it. I don't care what other people say, even Angry Joe's show. I loved it. It was a great installment of the saga. And I just want to say real quick, no spoilers at all. I cannot wait to see how they'll basically wrap everything up in episode 9. So yeah. Anyway, back to Disney Pixar. This is my entire collection all the way up to Christmas Day of 2017. Because I just finally got Cars 3 on DVD. I also noticed that something's a little different, and I will get to it. So anyway, let's start with the first movie. And they just decided to fall over. Here's Toy Story. This is my 10th anniversary edition. Front. Here's the side. Back. Got a couple of scenes. Here's the description. I basically got this towards the end of 2005. Here's the other side. And yes, I am holding my phone to record this. And just fair warning, or just to let you know, some of these do have chapter lists and others don't. So anyway. And this one being one of those films that does have a chapter list. And all the ones that come with Disney Rewards codes, I have used, so don't even try and think about using them. There's disc 2. And this film was released back on November 22nd of 1995. So, this film is 22 years old now. Actually, put them over here like this. Here's the second film, A Bug's Life. It's basically the 2-disc set. Here's the spine and the back. All the bonus features. Has a couple sneak peeks of Finding Nemo. So undoubtedly this was released in early 2003. And here's the disc. Disc 1. This is also in the Blu-ray version of it. Made the chapter list. First Pixar movie that I made the chapter list for. And here is disc 2. And this released in November of 1998. Then next up is Toy Story 2. This is also from 2005. And right there it says, just released from Vault, limited time only. I basically kept the sticker on there. Here's the side, back. It's got one scene, all the bonus features. And both Toy Story 1 and 2 have a sneak peek of the first Cars movie. Here's the other side. This is a great sequel to the original film. And I'm just now realizing that this is going to be a long video. Here's disc 1 and disc 2 right there. This one comes with a chapter list as well. And this released on Thanksgiving Day of 1999. So, just arrived on its 18th anniversary. And then next up is Monsters Incorporated. This was released on November 2nd of 2001. Collector's Edition 2-disc DVD. Here's the side, back. All the bonus features. And then here's disc 1. And there is disc 2. And it does have a chapter list. I just have it folded in a certain way. And actually, I'll basically do something a little different. I'll actually hold it with my leg now. Move the ones I've already shown over there. Here's the next one, Finding Nemo. 2-disc collector's edition as well. Here's the side and the back. Scene with Nigel. All different bonus features. This is one of the few films that actually has two different versions on two different discs. On disc 1 is the widescreen, and disc 2 the full frame or full screen. And then here's the chapter list. Disc 1, widescreen, and disc 2, excuse me, full frame. And next up is basically the sequel that I'm looking forward to. A movie which finally has a sequel coming out next year. The Incredibles. And there are two different versions, or actually three different versions. We have one, my family and I have one without a slipcover. And then the other two are ones that do have slipcovers. This is the first one. The other one's over at my dad's. And yes, I do have Anna and Elsa over there. Just simply watching. Here's the side and the back. Couple scenes. There's Jack Attack. Who's excited for The Incredibles 2? Let me know in the comments. And what do you want to see in the film? Disc. There's disc 1 and disc 2. And it does have a chapter list. And then next up is Cars. Really glad this film's now become a trilogy. It's the side and the back. Merida and the Ghost Light, couple scenes. And I'll show you the disc. Comes with the chapter list. There's the Disney Movie Awards code. And this one actually has a flipper case, because I'm hoping to possibly get the Off-Road Racing Lightning McQueen. And I basically just set up a P.O. box. So just basically send it to me at P.O. Box 05. Basically, actually I'm still setting it up. P.O. Box 998, Manchester, New Hampshire, 05255. Looking at my screen. Again, chapter list. But I will basically put the official P.O. Box in the description, so you can send me some stuff, because I also hope to... Here's the thing. I brought some stuff to the movies, and basically I lost some pieces, or things. Like, for example, this Finn, I lost his hairpiece. And Elsa, I basically, unfortunately, just realized that I lost one of her slippers. Or flats. So I hope that possibly anyone could possibly help me out. Help out the channel. I mean, I'm not charging anything. Just basically, possibly send me some stuff. And send me some fan mail, too. I really love to hear from your feedback. So anyway, next up, this is one of my more recent acquisitions. Pixar Short Films Collection Volume 1. Just watched this last night, and man, was it nostalgic. Really nice classic films. I think my favorite on this one is possibly, I think either Knick Knack or Jerry's Game. Let me know your favorite. Let me know your favorite in the comments. And here's the disc. Nice shiny DVD. These I won't make chapter lists for, since they're relatively short. Here's Ratatouille. This is actually the film that really makes me feel like if a new Pixar film's coming out, then I'll definitely like it. Because at first I was like, I'm not really sure about it. But after watching it, I was pleasantly surprised. Because I thoroughly enjoyed this film. And here's the disc. Yeah, another nice shiny DVD. And there's a chapter list I made myself. The very first chapter list I'll basically show you real quick. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. Was for The Adventures of Milo and Otis. This is the very first ever chapter list I made. And man, I love that movie. Here's a very special one. WALL-E. This is a 3-disc special edition because it comes with a digital copy disc. Here's the side and the back. Really nice and colorful. Other side, top and bottom. And I'll show you the discs. And this one works a little differently because it slides out. Oh, I think you can see my... Well, it's a good thing my phone's there because you can't see my face. And there's the chapter list. I don't know if I'll do a face reveal yet. I want to wait until I get to at least 1,000 subscribers. And here's disc 2 with the special features. And there's disc 2, and then there's disc 3, the digital copy. Somehow the Disney Movie Awards code basically got lost. But fortunately, an executive over there at Disney Movie Awards basically helped me out when I called him. He was very generous, and he said, you know what, I'll help you out. And now I have Wall-E on digital HD. And I give him big thanks to that. And if you're watching this, and man, I'm very grateful for you helping me out. Anyway, here's the next one, Up. It's definitely a very emotional film. Coming up on its 10th anniversary in 2019. This special short film, Doug's Special Mission. And this, another really nice shiny DVD. Made the chapter list. I basically added a little more to it. Some balloons. Some clouds. Let me know if you make chapter lists for your films. Here's another reason add to the collection. Cartoon Mater's Tall Tales. Here's the side, and here's the back. Includes 2 all-new short films, Mater Private Eye and Moon Mater. And disc. And this is actually one of the few films that did not actually come with the Disney Movie Awards code. But I don't complain about it. And another one I'll show you later on, which is Finding Dory. Here's an absolutely amazing film, Toy Story 3. Who's excited for Toy Story 4 in 2019? Because I definitely am. Here's yet another shiny DVD. Here's the chapter list. I'm going to add a little more, so I basically added the Pixar ball in a box for, oh, Attic. It says Attic. I don't think you can read it on the phone too well. Now I basically have both films that basically grossed over $1 billion, Toy Story 3 and Frozen. I just have to ask, if Amelinger was to do a Movie Feuds episode, which do you think will win in the $1 billion range? Toy Story 3 or Frozen? Let me know. And then here's a very divisive film, much like The Last Jedi, Cars 2. I honestly have no idea why people hate this film, because I think it was a great follow-up to the original film. They basically did the same thing with Toy Story 2, basically making it seem like everybody's coming in to the theater with their snacks and drinks, expecting Cars 2 like, where's everyone from Radiator Springs? And they basically throw it smack in the middle of the climax, where you have Finn McMissile, British spy here, basically finding about a secret oil rig in the middle of the Pacific. And anyway, here's the chapter list. And I don't know, I feel like it should get more love than hate, much like with the prequel Star Wars trilogy. Now here's the very weird one. Pixar Short Films Collection Volume 2. I really like the cover on this. This is actually the only Blu-ray I have, because apparently my father couldn't find this just as a single DVD, so he basically got me a Blu-ray instead. But hey, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. And I see, since this is a Blu-ray comic pack, of course it has a DVD. And there's the Disney Movie Awards code. There's the Blu-ray. I just switched it around so I could have the DVD right there, and the Blu-ray behind this card. Now, I really like the green color on this. I think it looks really nice. And next up is Brave. I really like this film. This is a really nice, dark film. And actually, after watching the commentary, this is apparently the darkest film that Pixar has ever made. In comparison to the Star Wars films, I think it's basically about the same level of darkness as maybe like The Empire Strikes Back and The Force Awakens, maybe. Possibly a little darker than that. And here's the disc. Here's the chapter list. And I put the saying from the film: "Fate be changed, look inside, mend the bond, torn by pride." And there's Merida's bow and arrow. There's a huge lightning bolt coming down with some rain to represent the darkness in it. And then next up is Monsters University. This is a great film. And also, take note, the very first prequel that Pixar has ever made. So, huge plus there. So, here's the side and the back. A few scenes there. And the disc. There's the chapter list and the Disney Movie Awards code. And, by the way, I'm basically doing this in order of the releases, of when they were released. The next up is Tor Story of Terror. When I saw this special on ABC in late 2013, I absolutely loved it. It was a great, funny film, or special. And basically, this is the closest I'm getting to the horror genre. That and Coraline, because, man, Tor Story of Terror wasn't fine. Obviously, it does basically go along with the horror genre, or something similar to that. But Coraline is basically a little closer to that. It's very eerie and creepy. But again, this is, as far as the horror genre goes, this is closest I'm getting. It includes 3 Toy Story tunes, Small Fry, which was seen before the Muppets, Hawaiian Vacation, released with Cars 2, and Partysaurus Rex, debuting with Finding Nemo 3D. And this is not on Pixar Short Films Volume 2, just the first 2. So that's definitely nice. Here's the disc. And there's the chapter list. I know it's short, but I still wanted to have a chapter list. And the Disney Movie Awards code is right there. And sorry about my sniffling. I'm still getting over my laryngitis. There's just a tiny little bit of it left. Or actually, there's none of it at all. It's just because the season's changing. And I basically sound like General Grievous because I'm coughing so much. Anyway, Toy Story That Time Forgot. I just feel like watching this tonight, since even though this is a Christmas special, it's basically takes place after Christmas. So yeah, there's the side and the back. And just last night, I did watch Olaf's Frozen Adventure for a 5th time. So now I basically have it permanently burned into my head. And possibly the last time I'll see it. And here's the disc. And there's the chapter list. I tried to replicate it as much as I could, as like with the back. I'm thinking about possibly adding a little bit of color to these Christmas lights. And also these sort of weapons there. And here's the Disney Movie Awards code. And again, don't even try to use these because I've already used them a long time ago. And here's Inside Out. When I found out that the main character Joy is actually voiced by Amy Poehler, that basically gave me some serious Mighty Bee vibes because Bessie Higginbotham was also voiced by Amy Poehler, and I just recently found Eleanor is voiced by Amy Poehler in the first 2 Alvin and the Chipmunks films that the Chipettes appeared in, The Squeakquel and Shipwrecked. Whereas in the 3rd or 4th film, she was voiced by Kaylee Cuoco from The Big Bang Theory. And Phyllis Smith, who voices Sadness, She was the flight attendant at the end of Alvin and the Chipmunks Shipwreck. So, a little bit of a plus there. And Bill Hader voiced Sphere, which I know him also as Flint Lockwood from Clyde with Chance Meatballs. So yeah, really love that some familiar actors and actresses were able to come to Inside Out. And I actually think this is the first film that Amy Poehler has actually done from Disney. So she mainly does mainly adult stuff. Anyway, here's the disc. Chapter list. I know it's relatively bland. I just basically added those to represent the 5 different emotions. And we're almost at the end now. Here we are with The Good Dinosaur. I really like this film. It was really sad and serious, but I still really liked it. Here's the spine and the back. Couple scenes there. And the disc. Here it is. And there's the chapter list. I basically have it representing that meteor that in reality wiped out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, just missing the Earth. And then next up is Finding Dory. Really love this film. And really my only problem with it, still to this day, and it doesn't have anything to do with the plot, it's the rating. I feel like it is just complete BS right there. Why is it rated PG? This isn't... If they basically rate The Incredibles 2 PG-13, I'm gonna be like, okay, and excuse my language, shit is wrong now. Shit is definitely wrong now. Anyway. Scenes. But other than that, I really love this film. Here's the disc. There's the chapter list. And what I think, and I know this may sound weird, but whenever I basically hold the disc up to my nose, it actually has a really nice smell. Like it was just freshly printed. And it still has that to this day, ever since I opened it up. And then here's the last one. I haven't made a chapter list for it yet. Cars 3. Man, this film is just so awesome to see in the theaters. And now to actually have it on DVD is just surreal. And plus, I've got so many Cars 3 diecasts ever since May 1st. And I just got right inside Lady and Bubba Wheelhouse too. And it's just so surreal to actually have this now. And I even got a poster from Disney Movie Awards. And yes, that's the popcorn from The Last Giant. But anyway, it's just so unbelievably amazing to actually have Cars 3 on DVD now. And here's the back. And the disc. There it is. Oh, it has that nice smell too. Like with Finding Dory. And there's the Disney Movie Awards code. I will post a picture of the chapter list in the description once I'm able to. So yeah, that is my complete Disney Pixar DVD collection. I've been waiting for quite a while to do it. And when will I do an update? I think I'll possibly do it at the end of next year when The Incredibles 2 comes out. Since Coco is still in theaters, it'll basically be coming out on Blu-ray and DVD in the spring, much like with The Good Dinosaur. And The Incredibles 2, again, that'll be coming out in November on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital HD in November of next year. Just matching up with the other films that basically were released in the summer and were released on Blu-ray and DVD, or formerly on VHS and DVD in November or October. Monsters University is somewhat of an exception because that was released in late October for Halloween. So yeah, as usual, subscribe for more content. Social media links in the description. Drop a like if you enjoy this. And also, subscribe to Jay's Blu-rays, because this is basically where I got the idea of doing a complete Disney Pixar collection. Now, we'll also do an update for my Star Wars collection. I'll possibly I'll do it possibly in the spring when The Last Jedi comes out on DVD. And I'll also hopefully do or get Rogue One as well. In that, I also have some additional or another slight change to my Star Wars collection, that I now have Revenge of the Sith in widescreen. So yeah, I will basically... So, again, look for that coming out. So again, love all you forces to death. Keep it rigid. Don't forget that. And because of The Last Jedi, may the Force be with you always.